Everybody, I'm here with my lovely and talented daughter, Hannah,
Hello, hello.
and we are about to watch The Shining. Now, Hannah, my daughter, is somebody who loves freaky movies. Like, the freakier the better. I don't think, is there any movie that's been too freaky for you, or any, like, feature that's been too freaky?
Yeah, there's been things where I just don't want to watch them. I used to put up a front to act cool around you, but I can't watch the Serbian film.
Cannibal Holocaust?
And Cannibal Holocaust. You
You watched that, didn't you? Didn't you tell me you watched that?
I skimmed through it, but I didn't watch it. I just watched like videos about it.
Serbian film?
Did you watch that? I just watched the most like effed up scene, and then I was like,
you watched that? You fast forwarded right to the most awful scene.
Yeah, it was just like, well, it was just morbid curiosity. Like, how are they really going to pull this off?
And you've been on the dark web before, right?
I've never been on the dark web.
Really?
I tried to get on the dark web. Yes, I tried to.
Were you just boasting? Was that just like braggadocio?
Did I tell you I was on the dark web?
You did when you were like 13 or 14. You said,
"Cut it off." Cut it off.
All right. So you haven't been on the dark web.
No.
But okay, so but you love Ari Aster movies, right?
Yes, I do.
See, and I couldn't make it through. I couldn't make it through. What's the name of it? Hereditary. I could not. I mean, I made it through, but just barely. I couldn't. I mean, I really was. It was too awful. But it wasn't too awful for you. In fact, you saw it twice, right? Mm-hmm. And then the one that came after that, which I appreciated, was the one about the Swedish
Midsummer
pagans. Yeah, which I appreciated. I thought I saw it. I thought it was good, but I don't really want to ever see it again. But you also really like that.
Yeah.
Right? And you're into like really violent anime, right?
No. I don't really.
These are the posters on her wall. But this is like kid stuff, right? You've gone way beyond.
I'm crazy.
So, anyway, she's never seen The Shining before. Neither have I. She's much more of a horror aficionado than I am. But have you heard about? I mean, have you at least heard tell of The Shining?
I know the basic plot, which is that there's girl, and there's this guy, and there's twins, and there's red rum. But I don't really know.
That's pretty basic. A girl, guy.
Red rum, twins.
Yeah.
I only really know about that stuff because an old friend of mine used to really like it. So.
Well, I'm thinking it might be on the slowish side for you because it was made in 1980 when people had longer attention spans. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to be whiz bang, but it's supposed to be pretty freaky. There's some freaky scenes in it. And I've never seen it myself, but I'm more approaching it as more of a film aficionado than a horror aficionado per se, because it's a Kubrick film. So,
show who's with us.
Yeah, the big fat Siamese. The big fat grumpy Siamese. All right, so we're about to watch, both of us for the first time are about to watch The Shining on my filthy little laptop here, and we'll report back about halfway through to see how we're doing, and then we'll report back again after we're done. I should say right now, I wanted to watch this on Halloween with my daughter because they were having some special screening of it on Halloween, but my daughter has plans.
I do.
She had plans on Halloween, so instead we're watching it on my laptop. Hannah is insulting the great Stanley Kubrick.
The text looks like iMovie editing.
She's a Zoomer. She can't help herself.
I can't believe you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to be seeing it. Okay.
I'm intrigued. I don't suppose they told you anything in Denver about the tragedy we had up here during the winter of 1970? I don't believe they did.
So you know about the blood scene. So I guess this is a vision the kid is having before they even go to the motel. Yeah, he sees this stuff. That's cool. No, I think this is a helicopter footage before drones. I just gotta say, I can't help but relate to this kid because he looks like me, looks like I did in 1980. He's about the same age that I was in 1980. I had that exact hair. Whoop, there they are.
Well, the place is very nicely self-contained. Easy to keep.
Say, Jack is already acting kind of weird.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The Shining.
I can remember when I was a little boy. My grandmother and I could hold conversations entirely without ever opening our mouths. It happened right here in this particular hotel over the years.
It was hired to fake the moon landing, and that there's clues to it in this movie. There's all kinds of stuff, all kinds of lore.
Oh, I know about this scene.
This is one of the famous scenes.
This seems so fun. I would love to do this as a kid. Just to be able to do it through a whole hotel.
Yeah, the sound of it on the carpet, and then on the floor, and on the carpet, on the floor. I think he's gonna hit the twins again.
Yeah.
The name Jack Nicholson means nothing to you.
No.
He's the actor playing Jack. Jack playing Jack. He was a very famous, like, charismatic actor. Everybody. You know Heathers? You know the movie Heathers?
Yeah.
That's who Christian Slater imitates in Heathers.
Oh.
You know the way he talks. It's a Jack Nicholson impersonation,
Oh.
pretty much. Kubrick was an extreme perfectionist. It made them do like 150 takes of the scene. Like, it was just tortured as actors, supposedly. Well, since there's a break in the action because of the poor Wi-Fi, what do you think so far?
Well, I think that it's moving faster than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be a lot slower, but things seem to be going downhill a lot quicker. I really like the girl. I think she's my favorite character.
The wife, you mean?
Yeah.
Shelley.
Yeah, she's
Shelley
very
Duvall.
sweet.
She's
and
kind of weird though. Kind of like, I don't know.
I think she's completely charming, but that's just me. I think that she's just doing the best for her husband.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah.
I think she's a really good mom.
Yeah.
So I like her. And I like the kid. And the dad's kind of weird, but
Yeah. So Jack, I was saying already, Jack Nicholson. You wouldn't know that Jack Nicholson, who Jack Nicholson was.
no.
His reputation. As this kind of charismatic star with this, very very memorable, like, way of talking and just very idiosyncratic. I don't know what else to say about him.
You sound like you have a crush on him.
I don't know. I don't at all. I'm just trying to describe,
Sus.
like for me living in the 1980s and the 1990s, it was like, oh, Jack Nicholson, yeah.
What was he like? I don't know.
I don't think there is. I don't know if there's an equivalent now because, well, there might be. I shouldn't just be dismissive out of hand.
What, like James Bond or something? He's the guy that played James Bond.
No, he's not. Well, I mean, he's not. He's not what you would call conventionally handsome,
Mm.
Jack Nicholson, but he was considered sexy, I think. And if I can use that word without.
You think he's sexy?
That's exactly what I said.
Hold on.
Yeah. But I've got to say the boy, the scenes with the boy, between the boy and Scatman Crothers, where the scene where he's telling him about, like, sharing with him certain things, but also wanting to protect him from, and so sort of wanting to keep him out of knowing other things.
Yeah.
That was pretty powerful, I thought. I hope we get to watch the rest of the movie tonight. I don't know what's going to happen with the internet here.
Yeah.
Grouchy. I just want to finish my work.
Yes, I want to expose you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, my dad is sort of relating to this because I remember he would be just like watching a show, and I would get up at night to like get a glass of water, and he would pause the show and be like, "Can you just go away? Can you just go away?"
I had a thing about not wanting you or Soren to see what I was watching.
Or anyone.
Or anyone,
Or you'd be like, "Jen, what are you doing?"
So, anyway, when he's in his room trying to write, his wife comes in all chipper and like, "Hey, how you doing?" I can kind of see why he was annoyed, even though his response was definitely
I don't see how she was
not called for.
at all.
And now, clearly, he's... I mean, look at that face. Look at that face. Just look at it.
Come and play with us.
Why is he asleep at lunch?
Okay, Mom.
What?
Why is he asleep at lunchtime?
Oh, because I don't know. Remember, he woke up at 11:30. So he's just losing it. He's old, did you say?
No, he's just all over the place.
Yeah, he's losing it. You'll see that he's just writing gibberish. So I think this is the scene that has some people thinking that this is Kubrick showing that
he faked the moon landing.
Yeah, that he did the special effects for the moon, for what was supposed to be the moon
landing,
the moon launch, the moon mission.
I can't imagine being scared. I was never scared of you as a kid.
That's good. I was never to you like
no
Jack Torrance was to Danny. That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Only thing I can remember is when you would get really mad, you'd purse your lips.
Yeah, and then they would be like, "I'd never hurt you."
No, but you were never. You remember that one time that Soren and I were at the beach, and we weren't like going to the car or something. Yeah. Soren just wasn't listening, so you grabbed him.
Yeah. And I got a little consternated.
Yeah, that's the when I think of you being angry, that's the first thing that comes in mind. But it was.
All right, this is a freaky scene coming up here.
Okay, now. Really?
I dreamed that I killed you with Danny. You set him up and I'll knock him back, Lloyd.
See how this character just came out of nowhere?
Yeah.
White man's burden, Lloyd, my man. White man's burden.
They're both experiencing The Shining at the same time. At least it's not November.
It's not November and you.
Say that again.
It's like The Great Gatsby.
It's like you suddenly been transported into The Great Gatsby. Oh, I can no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Listen, let me out of here and I'll forget the whole goddamn thing. It'll be just like nothing ever happened.
So you wouldn't be afraid of me transforming into a father like and husband like Jack?
No, I don't think you would do that.
That's good.
I think the worst that would happen is that you'd get kind of grouchy, but that's all.
That's good to know. Murderer.
Wendy, I'm home.
I think it's the next story breaks down when he says the famous line.
So why does he say "Here's Johnny"? What's that a reference to?
It's a reference to Johnny Carson. He used to be a late night talk show host who was really popular, and he'd be introduced by Ed McMahon saying, "Here's Johnny." So he was really popular right around this time.
Little pigs. Your house here.
Iconic scene.
She's so good.
She has to just do a lot of screaming and crying. Here it comes.
Here's Johnny.
See, people at the time would know that reference and might even chuckle a little. Comic relief. It'd be like if somebody today said, "You're fired."
What's that?
This is from Trump's show.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, The Apprentice. Kubrick probably had to pay to get permission to use that, actually. The "Here's Johnny" thing. I'm guessing. But he probably paid. Yeah, in the newer movie, they would show him chopping him up to pieces.
Yeah.
Though there was blood in that scene with the twins earlier, like when they showed them dead in the hallway.
Oh, yes, that was graphic.
The guy in that room was being pleasured by a furry. What do you think about that in 1980?
What do I think?
Ahead of its time, right?
I don't really see why that happened.
It's one of those things that people debate over.
Like, pretty much everywhere at the end of the time. Okay.
So how does it compare to Salo, Cannibal Holocaust, Serbian movie? What are some other ones that are some of your favorites?
Those are not my favorites.
Friday the 13th, It.
Yeah. I like creepy stuff, but I'm not like a horror movie aficionado. Is that what it's called?
Aficionado or enthusiast. You could also
enthusiast. I don't really know a lot about film, but I will say that this was really, really. I thought I was going to get bored. To be honest, I saw how long it was, and I was like, oh no. But it was good, and the pacing, I thought it was going to be an issue for me, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was like there were a lot of things I didn't really understand, but I'm definitely going to watch like theories about it.
Yeah.
So I can.
Oh, there's so many of those out there. There are theories that the kid was sexually abused by the father, and that's when he talks about how he's the boy who lives in my mouth and hoops to my stomach.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, that's so.
I mean, it was. I definitely got those vibes when he like had him in his lap.
Yeah,
that was weird.
The scene where he walks over to him and sits on his lap, and it's like, and he's already losing his mind a little bit.
Yeah, I did. I didn't. I definitely had those undertones, but I didn't know if that was just me being like paranoid. But now that's a really good theory.
Yeah,
I can see that.
and Danny really looks
He looks really scared.
looks really scared to be there.
And it would make sense if that's how he formed his.
The trauma
Yeah.
that caused him to disassociate, if that's what happened,
Yeah.
or whether he's demon afflicted. We don't exactly know.
Yeah, I don't think it was a demon. I think it seems like it was really. It seems like it wasn't a.
Yeah, it's kind of had a demon voice, but
Yeah, but it seems like it was just seemed like more of a protecting force to me.
yeah. Although he sounded scary,
Yeah.
but he went with the red rum thing. He was letting them know
Yeah.
what was going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the first time both of us have seen it, and although I've heard a lot about it, I've known about the movie for a long time, but I just never. It was like, do I really want to put 2.5 hours aside to watch this? And I just never really felt like it. But then I saw that it was coming out out for Halloween, and I thought, Hannah's really into freaky movies, like really.
You're playing it up
She
too
loves-
much. You're gonna make me seem like a fraud. All I've done is watch like 30 minutes videos on YouTube of like
You like
top 20 creepiest movies, and then I think it's really cool, so I like look into it more.
and the stuff with Habit and sorry, and the stuff. What's all the analog horror features and stuff?
Yeah, that's not just me. That's a kind of a new thing.
I know.
The
I know it's a new thing. I think it's pretty cool too. I like it.
ARGs.
Yeah, I guess that's what they are. But I don't know what to. I mean, like, what do we make? What was the woman in the room who went from a beautiful naked lady to
Well, when were
to
the
a
murders?
leprous? Was it so? That was the spirit of the wife. Is that what you're thinking?
Because maybe she was that way when she died, and time has passed, and so because she seemed to have like wounds on her.
Those were wounds, or those? I thought that they were like welts or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
It looked like, definitely on her back.
Yeah.
It looked like something had happened to her. So maybe it depends on I don't remember when he said that the murders occurred, but I think that the best bet is that that's the corpse. I can't explain why he was in that picture. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's something. And what was the why room 237? That's what a lot of people have wondered, and again, you'll probably. I think you can watch it for free on YouTube. I think you can a documentary called Room 237 that explores all these different theories and the stuff about it being built on Indian burial grounds, and then I'm talking about the Donner Party. And
was there ever a remake of this movie?
No.
I feel like it wouldn't be very good.
No, that would be sacrilege. I mean, that would be like remaking, I don't know, Gone with the Wind or Star Wars, or I don't know. You don't want to.
They did remake Star Wars, didn't they? Or it's a new story.
It was the new, yeah. If they tried to refilm the original, but anyway, so it's as scary as Salo, but not quite up to Cannibal Holocaust.
It's not really scary, but I think that movies have gotten a lot more bold in what they bring out. So it's not scary or shocking as it is.
Really, you wouldn't call it shocking?
I think it's edgy, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And it has a good story. It has like this edgy murder story.
Yeah.
And I think it's good. I was expecting the soundtrack to be more like synthesized, and I really don't like that. I really think it's really cheesy. Like in old slasher films, they got the
like this one.
Yes. I think that it's kind of cheesy. Like, I think it sounds cool, but I don't think it really sets the tone. But I was surprised when I heard all the violin screeching noises.
Yeah.
That was really cool. The soundtrack was really cool.
It was cacophonous.
Yeah, I liked it. It built a lot of tension. I think that was one of the freakiest parts,
Yeah.
other than the imagery.
Yeah.
If I didn't know about the scene where he's frozen, that would have really freaked me out.
The final image of him frozen.
Yes, that was really scary. That was freaky.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching with your dad, even though it's not if it's not in the movie theater on Halloween, because
thanks for
you
having
and
me
you and
over.
your young friends. There's no time for daddy.
I just made time for you.
I know. Anyway, so that's it. That's the first time that either myself or my daughter have seen this classic movie, The Shining. And if anybody out there has any thoughts about anything,
Give it a rating.
Yeah, give it a rating.
No, you give it a rating.
The Shining. Gosh, like stars.
Yeah.
Like I would say it's got to be 4 stars. I mean, it's definitely excellence in filmmaking.
4 out of 5.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether it's like my favorite movies are always, there's some combination of objective excellence and like personal attachment. So I don't know if I'd have to be more personally attached to this to rate it higher, but I'd have to think about it more.
Okay.
But I didn't. I also just really was surprised at how much I related to Danny, the boy, because I had the same hair and
you dress similar.
approximately the same wardrobe, just because that was what little boys wore around that time, and that was the way they cut our hair around that time. So, but I wasn't nearly as haunted as that little boy was. All right, what would you rate it before we go?
I think I would rate it.
How many popcorns out of a bag of popcorn? How many bags of popcorn?
Approximately 47 popcorn kernels. I would rate it 39.
Okay.
Which is a good bit.
It's got to be impressive. I know you're not someone who would just say that about any movie. So,
yes.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and talk to you all soon. Bye.